What's going on, guys? It's Jace, Johnny, after complete evolution. Another day, another video. Today's Saturday, man, the day before Easter. Um, as you see, just got a haircut. Not sure if you noticed, but this is Jace on snack mode activated. I like that. I'm gonna keep that. Snack mode is activated, y'all. Just at the barbershop. I paid a pretty price for it too. But, however, went to the barbershop, set an appointment, because I've been like trying to get my time to really get right. You know what I mean? Even though I got there at the right time, I still had to wait like 30 minutes for me to finish with somebody else. We'll get that fixed next time. It won't happen again, especially how much I paid for it. But I like the result. He knows what I want. I don't gotta talk much. But yeah, man. Right now outside the cribbo, ready to get home. Today I'm pretty much just chilling today, man. Not chilling, but today I'm pretty much focusing on really studying, getting myself better, practicing new things so I can get right for the training. So I'm pretty much going to be just practicing, like coming up with some questions, coming up with a format as well when it comes to sales, so I know what answers I need to know in order for me to be able to go ahead and start, selling somebody or quoting somebody. So when I get all the information I do, when I probe them, I can go ahead and give them the best product or service they need based on what they told me. And then when the time where objections start coming, and that's when the sale starts at the first no, I could start just spitfiring everything they told me and just using that to overcome the objections. You know what I mean? That, and also just like really trying to get my product knowledge up. So that's what I'm really focused on today. Also, I'm gonna meditate when I go back in. Of course, upload the video and then do some yoga today. Today's my yoga day. Again, I haven't gone to the gym today. It's too far. I'm not trying to drive that far. Trying to save some gas. So what I'm going to really try to get done today is pretty much do my yoga at home, meditate, upload this video. So I'm gonna upload the video while I'm studying. I'm gonna meditate as soon as I get home, and then just do some yoga. Probably do it while I'm watching a basketball game or something. Some good games come on today. And then that is pretty much it for today, man. I know today's 420, so a lot of people out there is having fun. A lot of fun, if you know what I mean. You got some of my coworkers or whatnot, but I'll be honest with you guys. Thinking about, speaking of that, last night I was thinking to myself, like, man, I should be going out more, man. I should be hanging out with some friends. I should just really be going out and just enjoying life. And it's a Saturday, Everybody's having fun. Speaking to my coworkers and they're saying, I'm about to go out, have fun, or I'm about to go hang out with some friends, probably get drunk or whatever. And mind you, now when I say this, getting drunk and smoking, all that stuff, that's not my problem. That's not my identity, and I can easily that's not part of my life. So even since a young kid, like, just drugs weren't my thing at all. And I feel like if I were to do it, I would have done it by now. Because, in high school, you've been surrounded by all that your whole life. Even younger than that, knew some friends, some people who used to do drugs and all that stuff like that. Who I want to say hardcore drugs, but, to smoke or drink and whatever. The young stuff, teen stuff. But that's not me. So that's at least some worries of my problem. My problem is just like, I do at times suffer from things, just fear of missing out. They call it FOMO, fear of missing out on things. And I think to myself, like, man, these people, maybe having fun or, going out, just enjoying life, maybe going to the beach or, going on a jet ski or jumping out of an airplane, just doing fun things. And sometimes that does mess with my mind and does mess with me. But I understand, like, it's a whole part of life, man. You really want to enjoy yourself while you're on this earth. You know what I mean? You want to have the good things. You want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You want to just sometimes relax and not really be work all the time. And some of you guys may be feeling that too. Sometimes you can feel like you're alone because it looks like everybody's enjoying their life, especially when you're on Instagram or social media. Pretty much that's all just, fake stuff. It's like it's a whole nother world when it comes to social media. You know what I mean? So I don't even go on that. I don't pay attention to that. But you do have times where you might see people having fun. People, you come back to work or come back from school or whatnot, depending on where you are in life. And you might say, what you did this weekend? Your friends got a crazy story about them having fun or them doing this and them doing this with this girl or them doing this with this guy. You know what I mean? Just at a party, dance, just things like that, and you be like, damn, that man had fun, and I'm over here just really studying or trying to work on bettering myself, or putting in the time to really become good, or whatever it is to chase this dream, man. I still dealing with it. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I still tell myself, man, it's a bigger picture. There's a bigger things are involved here. Sometimes I like to try to remind myself of why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta understand that sacrifices come into play. I watched a video about Jordan Peterson. He's a pretty, let's say he's a very famous guy. A lot of people either don't like him or like a love or hate. You either like him or you don't. You know what I mean? You either love him or you hate him. Some of the stuff I agree with, some of the stuff you don't have to agree with everything, but I like to pick just little things from each and every person. And just talking about the sacrifices and what does it mean, and certain things about like a sacrifice is different because you don't have to sacrifice anything. You don't need to do it. It's a choice. Everything's a choice. You know what I mean? So it's a choice if you really want to just work on yourself, or I guess let's say it's a choice for you if you want to go out and have fun and party. And then there's also a choice if you want to stay at home and study, or stay at home and really practice on whatever you got to practice on, Everything is a choice. And that's one thing I try to remind myself, like, I don't need to do this. This is something I want to do. And sometimes it makes me feel better when I decide not to go out or do whatever, or just waste my time in the meantime. And like, you know what? Right now I want to do this. Right now I'm trying to achieve these things. So in the future, I can live the life that I want. I don't got to worry about it. I can sacrifice everything I want to sacrifice now, And you do get like a sense of, I want to say a sense of pride, but sometimes you do kind of get a sense of confidence in yourself, and you realize like, man, this is freaking, you know what? I am working on myself. I am dedicated. I am committed, Even though there's times that I slip up, we all slip up. It's not like we're going to be hardcore each and every day, It's a muscle. You got to build a muscle. Consistency. But there's certain times important. There's certain points in time, moments in life where it's like, you know what? You can do this or do that. Either way, it's okay. It's up to you. It's up to whatever your mind's at the moment, And sometimes I tell my coworkers, I want to say friends yet, but we're getting pretty close. But I tell them like, yeah, I may wake up early in the morning, but you don't have to if it doesn't work out for you. You know what I mean? Because I tell them sometimes I wake up early in the morning, go run, whatever, or work out when I start working out. They're like, man, I can't function at that early in the morning. I can't function that early in the morning, I can't work out. I can't do that stuff. You know what I mean? I'd rather work out at night or whatnot. And I tell them that's cool. If it works for you, it works for you. Find what works for you and find what gives you success, though. Find what gets you the results. I want to say what works for you, because sometimes what works for you, even like for me, what works for me, it may not give me the results that I want. It may not be effective, And so when it gets like that, then I got to make some changes. But however, if you feel like, for example, I work out in the morning, I feel like it's best for me because of how my day is going to be set up and what I'm going to do in the future about working late and things of that sort. It's best for me to work out and get my stuff out early in the morning. You know what I mean? But however, if you're freaking like a guy who's like jacked, or a woman who's in amazing shape, and you like to work out at night, you like to work out in a crowded gym and all the machines are taken away or whatever, if you like to do that and it works for you and that's what gave you the success, that's what put you in the place where you are right now, then go ahead by any means, continue doing it, That's one other side tangent. I feel like there's not one way to do anything. So when you go on Instagram and somebody say wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, honestly, I would say try it out and see if it works for you. That's what I'm doing. Pretty much everything I learn, I experiment and I see if it works for me or if it don't work for me. And if it doesn't, I stop it. But there's no one right way to do anything. There's no perfect way or a format for success. Everybody gets successful differently. If you think about a successful nightclub owner, you think that man's waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Heck no, because he works at that time. So he may have to wake up at noon or wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because that's what his job demands. That's what his career demands. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he's probably one of the top club promoters in the state, in the city. He's very successful. So it's whatever works for you, man. But back to the thing about sacrifice. Like, I want to be honest with you guys. Like, sometimes I feel that I get that FOMO feeling, like fear of missing out. Like, I'm just at home, I'm studying, like I'm not doing nothing. And then sometimes, just that feeling itself, I kind of will stop what I'm doing. I won't get depressed, but like I just like get in my head again, and then I end up just going on YouTube or whatever, or watching something stupid on TV or something, and I just waste time. You know, I procrastinate on doing things what I need to do. But again, it's all about remembering why you're doing it, where you're trying to chase, what are you trying to achieve, and once you get that, I mean, sky's the limit, you know. So yeah, man, this is Jace, joining up the Complete Evolution, and it's all about thinking long term, long term. Right now, when it comes to money, I'm not long term right now. I should be, but I'm not. I'm getting there. But when I get money, sometimes I spend it, you know, without even thinking about, okay, where does money going to, how much money this is going to cost. But there's certain things long term. I like to think ahead. I like to just visualize, like, okay, the reason I got this because I did this, you know, and it adds to the story. Cause to be real, man, a lot of people who are successful, man, they're not in the beginning. They're grinding like crazy. They have to be, you know what I mean? Or any athlete or anybody that's any best real estate agent, best lawyer, and they don't necessarily have to be like a millionaire worth $100 million. Just somebody who's successful in their own terms, somebody who has what you want or who's at what you want. A kung fu master that may not be rich, but he's like he's a black belt in kung fu or whatever. He's a monk or something. You're gonna have to make sacrifices, you know what I mean? So that just comes with the territory, just comes with the game. But saying all that, I know it's not an easy thing. It's something we all got to deal with, something we all got to realize in life. So that's what I just wanted to say, a little my part. Just basically on experience of how I feel. Again, this is not me telling you what to do or telling you what how it should work. It's just me just expressing what I've been going through and how I've been thinking through it and how I've been dealing with it. I'm just speaking it to y'all, so maybe you guys can get like a few gems here and there, key points into it. Same thing, if you guys have something that's different on your end that you may have advice or you may have a different mindset or not a mindset, a different perspective, go ahead. By all means, go in the comments and just tell me how you feel and tell me how would you deal with the situation, you know? And it's been like that for a while, man. When people say it's lonely at the top, heck no. I feel like it's lonely at the bottom. That's what I feel like. It's lonely at the bottom. Especially when you're starting your journey, man. It's like it's hard because you feel like, man, nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to wake up early in the morning. Nobody wants to read or nobody wants to really like push themselves or better themselves. Like you feel like that, you know, like where all my friends at that, and then you realize, you know, it's lonely at the bottom. Because once you get to the top, man, in order to get to the top, you're gonna need a lot of smart, a lot of hardworking, a lot of high level people that's in your inner circle, your social circle, to get to the top. So you'll find people, man. You'll find people who's going to help you get to the top and who's going to help you stay at the top and who's going to keep you accountable, you know? So remember, we are who we are. Just evolve. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys again tomorrow. Be awesome, y'all.